Have you wondered if it's worth painting your kitchen cabinets? This is a question I get a lot, and it often has to do with the idea of sustainability and the cost of redoing it. So, a full kitchen remodel varies really anywhere from 70,000 at the bare minimum up to 300,000 for a more custom kitchen cabinetry line. But when we do what's called our kitchen facelifts, where we paint the kitchen cabinets, you get new counters and new backsplash installed, usually the average of those are under 25,000. So it's a huge budget save. And it also is good for the environment because you don't have to throw away all those cabinets and redo it. And it looks like brand new. Okay, so if you've decided I'm definitely wanting to paint my kitchen cabinets, I don't want to get all new, but how do I know if my kitchen cabinets are worth painting? I try to stick with things that are either a high quality veneer wood or solid wood. So maple makes a great cabinet paint, birch, it takes it very well, and so does cherry. Oak you can paint over as well, and that's probably the most common thing that we do paint over. You just have to know that with painting oak, there's a deep wood graining, and so you will see a texture after you spray the paint on it. I think that it has a lot of visual interest, and it completely transforms orangey or yellow oak cabinets into something really beautiful, but you just have to be aware of that. But all of those are definitely green lights for me. When you're painting kitchen cabinets, one thing I always highly recommend is consider changing out your hardware. So it's like jewelry to an outfit. It really elevates the design. It makes everything pop. I love long cabinet pulls like this on drawers, shorter cabinet pulls on doors, and tying those two together can be tricky. So we're here to help you with that. I've also created a curated list of some of my favorite hardware, and that's linked below as well. The next question would be, when would I tell you to skip on painting your kitchen cabinets? And that would be when you have water damage of any type. That often can be just something that is really hard to repair or irreparable. So you might need to get new cabinets if there's water damage. Also, when there's things called thermofoil. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but it's when there's almost a plastic covering over top of the cabinetry and it starts to crack and peel. It looks like really thick paint, or you'll see the plastic kind of come apart. That's almost impossible to repair. You can melt it off, but then the finish underneath isn't very smooth. So I recommend just replacing those with new cabinets. Metal can be repainted, but again, it doesn't come out as smoothly as you might think, so you might want to skip on it. All of these are doable, but probably might be worth considering just getting new cabinets. But hands down, the top question that I get is, will the paint on the kitchen cabinets peel over time? The answer is anything painted can scratch and peel over time. So I'm not gonna lie and say it's foolproof, you will never have peeling. No one can say that. And if they are, they're probably lying to you. So I recommend a couple things. Hire a professional. This is really something that you have to have the right tools, expertise, and paint to be able to get a really durable finish. You've got to sand the cabinets really well. You've got to degrease them and clean them really well. That's a huge step that people often skip if they don't have the right equipment or experience doing it. We use a high-end sprayer, so you get a really durable professional finish and a water-based lacquer. We also use a bonding primer. So those are all things you want to look for when you're considering either DIYing it or hiring a professional to do it. But in the end, you also should ask for touch-up paint, because if you use the same exact gallon of what was given to you or used for your cabinets, it'll be much easier to touch it up over time. Just a little foam brush and dab it onto the spots that have the spots of paint that have chipped. It'll last you a long, long time and be beautiful for years. Another thing to consider when you're painting your kitchen cabinets is what else can be done when I have a professional in my house to just make me like my kitchen better. So it could be things like soft closing hinges, new slider drawers, so that they smoothly open and close for you. It could be a different Lazy Susan. It could be adding in extra pull-out trays for maybe your trash. So while you have someone like us in your kitchen or a professional, it's a time to make those minor tweaks that will help you enjoy your kitchen much more for years to come. Also linked below is a list of some of my favorite kitchen organizational items. So check those out. It might be helpful for you. While you're working on your kitchen, I have to just throw in there, kitchen lighting makes a huge difference in your kitchen. I'm talking everything from size to the color of your light bulbs. I've painted kitchen cabinets where the color of their light bulb made a client think that it was a different color cabinetry in the end. So really making sure you choose a color lighting that you like and complements the color of your cabinets. That's a big part of what we do. But if you're doing it for yourself, you want to check whether you want daylight, cool, warm lighting, and then make sure your lighting over your island is large enough. I often see clients go too small in scale on the island, and it just does not become the focal point of the room like it should be. So I've also curated a list of those, and those are in the linked below. If you're still not sure if kitchen cabinet painting is right for you, let me give you 3 quick questions. And if the answer is yes, then you are a prime candidate for kitchen cabinet painting. Number 1, is the frame solid and in great shape? Number 2, is it free of all water damage, whether that's swelling from water damage or mold from water damage? We want that to be an answer, yes, it's free of that before you move ahead. And then lastly is the layout. This is a maybe, it can still change a little bit, but you want the layout to be pretty similar to what it currently is to paint the kitchen cabinets, because it will bleed into other things like needing new counters, needing new backsplash, or needing some alterations. Not that it can't be done, but you probably would need a professional to help you do that and make it happen for you. So we've covered a lot today, and I know that. If you feel overwhelmed, stressed, paralyzed, I'm here to help. I also have 1-hour virtual or in-person design consults where I can help you pick color. I can help you decide if your cabinets are worth painting. I can help you pick lighting and hardware options. The link for that is below as well, along with the other items that we already talked about. I would love to help you create a kitchen that you love, whether your budget is for all new cabinets or for repurposing your old cabinets. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe to follow along for more design tips. I'm Sarah Tropp, and I'll see you next time.